John 16, 7 through 13. It says, "Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Of sin, because they believe not on me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. Of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come." May the Lord bless the reading of his holy words.
Amen.
And second reference was John chapter 5, verses 22, 23. "For the Father judgeth no man, but had committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father, which hath sent him. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life." May the Lord bless the reading of his holy words.
Amen.
So you hear that?
Yes.
I think also another thing that I found interesting, and I know they've brought it up multiple times, but you brought it up again, is that when he comes back in like manner as he left, and some people say that since he went up into the sky, he's going to come back down from the sky. And even, let's say you were to see someone coming down from the sky, Jesus, and you don't feel worthy enough to even be in his presence if you see him so high and powerful and mighty, and coming as a, like, okay, so when you go, he said he went into heaven, he essentially, I think, disappeared. And when you go into heaven, and like when you're born, where are you? I'm guessing you're in heaven, so it makes sense that you'd be born from a woman, and every single person from history has been born. So it makes sense to me. So
Okay.
yeah.
And just to add to what we have heard, I think we will take a reading from Acts of Apostles, chapter chapter 1. You can read from verses 11, I believe, will help us. And like we heard before, he told us.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, thank you. I was wanting to bring this up too.
Yes, go ahead. Read it, verse 11.
Okay, Acts 1:11, which also said, "Ye men of Galilee." Oh, and by the way, we like to read from the King James Version, if y'all are wondering. Which also said, "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus, which has taken you up into heaven, or taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." Do you want to continue?
No, that is just good. This same Jesus which
You see,
is taken from you
Yeah.
into heaven shall so come
Shall
in
so
like
come.
manner. How did he go to heaven? They saw a man.
Yes.
But everybody's thinking that heaven is way up in the sky.
Yeah.
But heaven could be just like he just disappears.
Well,
He's-
and okay, so
He's walking along and he just disappears into heaven.
Yeah. Okay, so Acts 1:9 it says, and I know we're kind of backtracking, sorry. And when he had spoken these things,
Yes.
while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So a lot of
Yes.
people say that they go up the clouds, and,
But you know when you
but
look,
they say clouds of heaven. Sorry,
Yes.
continue. Sorry, just yeah, okay.
you know, the Bible said something. It said, "Heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool."
Yes.
And I think, is it not in Luke 17, verse 21, or 21, verse 17 precisely? Our Lord Jesus Christ told them that the kingdom of God is within you.
Luke 17, yes.
Wherever
Like it's not a place.
Wherever the Spirit of God is the throne of God.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the Spirit of God is the throne of God. When our Lord Jesus Christ was walking in Galilee, the kingdom of God was walking on earth.
Yes.
The heaven was on earth.
Yes.
And Olumba says, where two or more gather, he is right there with you. And
Yes.
church is where people meet, so it doesn't have to be an actual place.
Yes,
So,
wherever two
yeah.
or three are gathered in my name,
Yeah.
I'm there in their midst.
Mhm.
And you know, his essence of coming on the earth, if you check through the creation story, I think in Genesis chapter 3, after the pursuit of Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, the scriptures recorded that Adam and Eden had physical contact. And they had the first child called Cain, the second one called Abel. And at a point in time, Cain and Abel were supposed to offer sacrifices. They offered, Abel's sacrifice was accepted, Cain was rejected.
Mhm.
And the spirit of envy overtook Cain, and he killed his brother and shed the blood. From that moment, the earth was polluted.
Can I ask you a quick question on that? So I was actually curious because I was thinking, whatever you sow, that shall you reap. And I was wondering where Abel sowed the seeds of murder because he was murdered.
Yes, according to the Holy Father leader Olumba Ogu, that even though Abel's sacrifice was accepted, but he shed blood.
He killed the lamb.
He killed a lamb. So
For
having,
Meaning-
he killed a lamb because he wanted to give God a sacrifice.
yes,
So he
Oh,
killed.
I forgot about
So
that.
that's the seed. He's
the
planting the
consequence
seed.
of the killing.
Okay.
Whoever liveth by the sword shall perish by the